And new tonight, want to give you a look at the state capitol where lawmakers just took a key vote after a long and emotional hearing on tougher punishment for repeat drunk drivers. One by one, victims stood up to demand lawmakers make some multiple offenses a felony. Karen Morfitt was there, and Karen, no doubt these families have a personal stake in this.
Exactly, Jim. They want tougher penalties, and the ultimate goal of this bill would be for drivers who choose to get behind the wheel drunk repeatedly would be to put them in prison. Now, here at the state capitol, like you mentioned, after hours of testimony, every single member of this committee voted in favor of moving the bill forward. With pictures of their loved ones in hand and close to their hearts, victims of repeat DUI offenders sat ready to be heard by lawmakers.
I could not just sit back and say nothing at this time. I feel like I'm my nephew's and his two boys' voice right now.
While the day ended with what Martinez calls a victory, it started with uncertainty and frustration for those families. They were initially told the bill they came to support wouldn't be heard at all.
Look at the families out here of people who have died on your roads. This is not appropriate.
The uproar forced committee members to reconsider, and dozens of people were then allowed to come forward with their testimony either for or against. The bill would make a fourth DUI a felony, or a third in 7 years if they have kids in the car, hurt someone, or leave the scene. Gail Olson lost her husband to a repeat offender more than 30 years ago.
How many innocent lives, how many thousands of innocent lives have been lost since 1982 due to repeat DUI offenders?
Those who oppose the bill argue the money would be better used on things like prevention and treatment.
It is missing the majority of the problem.
Now that bill will move into the Finance Committee, which will have to account for the estimated cost of the bill, at least $4.7 million a year once the law is fully in effect. Now, I spoke with Frank Martinez after this bill passed. He says he will be here with his family alongside all those other victims every step of the way. Reporting live in Denver tonight, Karen Morfitt, CBS 4 News.
Thank you, Karen.